The worst! Fundy Atheist Bible Responses.
Hey, wait a minute. I don't believe the Bible teaches anti-Semitism. I think later church authors like Tertullian interpreted this passage that way.
Yeah, sure, and that's why you first put it this way, right?
But then God came to earth and was born a Jew. Things were looking up. But that rosy forecast got shot all to hell thanks to Matthew's gospel, when he claimed the Jewish mob said, "Hey, blame Jesus' death on us and all our children." With the stroke of a pen, the entire Jewish race became Christ killers.
So yeah, no mention of Justin, no mention of Tertullian, and it was Matthew 27:25 that interrupted that rosy forecast. So sure, you didn't think the Bible taught anti-Semitism, ya big phony.
So you think the crowd is saying they're so confident of their innocence that they're saying, let Jesus' blood be on us and our children if we're lying, right?
Yeah, took you only a year to get it.
Oh yeah? Well, we already know from the gospel accounts that members of the mob had used false witnesses against Christ and lied about his teachings.
Oh, that's so stupid it's hilarious. In reality, there's absolutely no evidence that members of the mob were in any way aware of false testimony about Jesus. In fact, as we explained in our trial series, the evidence indicates that the crowd was made up of recruited temple functionaries.
Oh, come on. It also says the mob turned Jesus over out of envy.
Oh, where'd you get your scholarship from? An episode of Sesame Street? Now, yes, Matthew says it was out of envy that Jesus was handed over. But that wasn't the mob that did that. It was the chief priests and elders of the people, serving in their proper capacity under the Roman judicial system.
Oh yeah? Well, by that time the trial was essentially over. Pilate had already heard all the witnesses.
Oh, there you go again. Now, as we explained in our series on the trial of Jesus, the whole point of Pilate bringing Jesus before the crowd was as an in-your-face to the high priest, which means in turn that Pilate was mockingly asking the crowd to offer their own judgment.
Hey, look, I'm not saying the crowd knew Jesus was innocent. They knew he was guilty of blasphemy.
Oh, didn't I tell you to watch my trial series and not make a fool of yourself? Oh, sure, the crowd probably did think Jesus was guilty of blasphemy. But as I pointed out, the actual charge attempted before Pilate was sedition against the Roman state.
What difference does that all make? They were ignoring the prefect's judgment and twisting the Roman justice system.
Well, as I just said, the whole reason Pilate brought Jesus before the crowd was as an in-your-face to the high priest. So in reality, Pilate was taunting them and inviting them to challenge his judgment. Now look, the bottom line is this. This passage played a major role in later
longer Christian anti-Semitism. So thank God you and these scholars came to the rescue to tell us stupid people what Matthew really meant, right?
Exactly, you moron.